What if everything you remember about your life is wrong? Not completely false, but not truly real either. Right now, your mind is holding on to moments you trust without question. Your childhood, your fears, your happiest memories. They feel solid, permanent, undeniable. But what if they are not recordings of what happened, but reconstructions of what your brain believes should have happened? Every time you remember something, you are not going back in time, you are rebuilding it, changing it, reshaping it. And the most unsettling part is you don't notice it happening. The past feels fixed, but inside your mind, it is constantly moving, constantly evolving, constantly rewriting itself. Which means the person you think you were may have never truly existed in that exact way. And if your memories are not real, then what exactly are you holding on to right now? What if everything you remember never actually happened the way you think it did? Right now, inside your mind, you carry moments that feel undeniable. Your childhood, your first fear, your happiest day, they feel real because you can see them, almost touch them. But what if those images are not recordings of reality, but reconstructions? What if your brain is not showing you the past, but rewriting it every single time you look at it? Memory feels like a window, but it isn't. It's a painting. And the unsettling truth is, you are painting it as you go. The human brain was never designed to store perfect records. It does not archive your life like a camera. Instead, it compresses, simplifies, and rebuilds. Every time you recall a moment, your brain pulls fragments, sensations, emotions, scattered details, and stitches them together into something that feels complete. But in that process, things change. Details shift, emotions intensify, gaps are filled with assumptions. You are not retrieving a memory, you are recreating it. And each recreation is slightly different from the last. Think about a moment from your past, a very specific one, maybe a conversation, a place, a face. Now ask yourself, how do you know it happened exactly like that? The tone of the voice, the exact words, the colors, the timing. Your brain fills in what it cannot fully recall. It smooths over inconsistencies, it replaces missing pieces with what feels right. Over time, the memory becomes less about what actually happened and more about what your mind believes should have happened. This is where things become unsettling. Because if your memories are constantly being rewritten, then your past is not fixed. It is fluid. It evolves with you. Who you are today influences how you remember yesterday. Your beliefs, your fears, your identity, they all reach back in time and reshape what you think you experience, which means your past is not behind you, it is alive inside you. Changing. Two people can live through the exact same moment and remember it completely differently. Not because one of them is lying, but because both of their brains are constructing different versions of the same event. Each mind selects what matters, ignores what doesn't, and reshapes the rest. So whose memory is true? The uncomfortable answer is neither, or maybe both, because memory is not about truth. It's about meaning. Memory was never built to preserve reality. It was built to help you survive. Your brain does not care about perfect accuracy. It cares about usefulness. It keeps what helps you make decisions. It discards what doesn't. It exaggerates what feels important. It softens what is too painful or sometimes amplifies it. Truth becomes secondary. Survival becomes the priority. Every time you remember something, you are not just observing it, you are changing it. The memory becomes unstable, open to influence. New emotions attach themselves to old events. New interpretations overwrite old meanings. And when you store it again, it is no longer the same memory. It feels identical. But it isn't. You are editing your past without realizing it. Now consider this. If your memories are not stable, then your identity isn't either. Because who you think you are is built on what you remember. Your story, your personality, your sense of self, all depend on the past you believe in. But if that past is flexible, then so are you. You are not a fixed person with a fixed history. You are a constantly updated version of a story. This means something profound. The person you think you were may never have truly existed, not in the way you imagine. The moments you hold on to, the ones that define you, they are not exact reflections of reality. They are interpretations, reconstructions, stories shaped by time and perspective, and yet they feel real. That is the power of memory. Even your most vivid memories can be wrong. People can remember events that never happened. Entire scenes, conversations, emotions fabricated by the brain, yet experienced as truth. Not because the mind is broken, but because it is creative. Memory is not a storage system. It is a storyteller. And like all storytellers, it changes the narrative. So what does it mean to trust your memories? It means trusting a system that constantly edits itself. It means believing in a past that is not fixed, but rewritten. It means accepting that what you know about your life is, in many ways, a carefully constructed illusion. Not a lie, but not the truth either. Something in between. And yet, without this illusion, you wouldn't be able to function. You wouldn't have a sense of continuity, of identity, of meaning. Memory gives you a story to hold on to. It gives your life coherence. Even if that coherence is built on shifting ground. Maybe that's the point. Maybe reality was never meant to be remembered perfectly. Because if memory were exact, unchanging, and perfectly accurate, you would be trapped inside your past. Every moment would remain frozen, untouched, unaltered. You wouldn't be able to reinterpret what happened. You wouldn't be able to soften pain or reshape meaning. Growth itself would become impossible, because growth depends on how you remember. To move forward, the mind must bend what came before. It must blur the edges, rearrange the weight of events, and rewrite the emotional truth of what you lived through. In that sense, forgetting is not failure. It is freedom. The imperfections in memory are not flaws, they are features. They allow you to adapt to new realities, to survive experiences that would otherwise break you, to reinterpret who you were so you can become someone else. Without those distortions, every mistake would remain sharp, every trauma permanently vivid, every regret endlessly replaying itself with perfect clarity. You would not evolve, you would be stuck repeating the same version of yourself forever. But this gift comes with a cost, because the same mechanism that protects you also deceives you. The same process that allows healing also erases truth. Every time you adjust a memory to make sense of your present, you move one step further away from what actually happened. You replace reality with interpretation. You trade accuracy for meaning. And slowly, without noticing, your past becomes less of a record and more of a narrative. Think about what that means. The story you tell yourself about your life, the one you believe defines you, is not built on fixed events. It is built on shifting memories, edited over and over again. You remember not what was, but what fits, what aligns with who you are now, what feels right in the present moment. And because it feels consistent, you trust it. But consistency is not truth, it is coherence. And coherence can be manufactured. So the next time you remember something, pause. Not just for a second, but long enough to feel the uncertainty behind it. Look closer. Notice the details, the tone, the sequence. Ask yourself, are you seeing something that truly happened, or something your mind has carefully assembled to make sense of who you are now? Because the truth is more unsettling than it seems. You are not just remembering your life, you are rewriting it constantly, quietly, without realizing it. Every memory you revisit becomes unstable. It opens itself to change. New emotions attach themselves. New meanings overwrite old ones. And when you put it back, it is no longer the same memory you took out. It feels identical, but something inside it has shifted. Something subtle, almost invisible, but real. And over time, those small shifts accumulate until the past you believe in is no longer the past you lived. It is something else entirely, a version, a construction, a story. And the most unsettling part is not that your memories are unreliable. It's that they feel perfectly real, so real that you build your identity on them. Your decisions, your beliefs, your sense of self, all rooted in something that is constantly changing beneath you. You think you know who you are because you think you know what you've been through. But what if that foundation is unstable? What if the person you think you were never truly existed in that exact form? What if your life is not a sequence of fixed moments, but a narrative that keeps rewriting itself to keep you coherent? Then who are you really? Not the person who lived those moments, but the one who remembers them. And if memory is fiction, then you are a story that keeps editing itself, and you don't even notice when the story changes. If memory is constantly changing, then something deeper begins to unravel. Not just your past, but your sense of reality itself. Because memory is not only how you remember what happened, it is how you understand what is happening right now. Every decision you make, every emotion you feel, every belief you hold is filtered through what you think you remember. But if those memories are unstable, then your present is built on something that isn't fixed. It only feels stable. Think about this carefully. When you react to something, fear, trust, anger, love, you are not reacting to the moment alone. You are reacting to patterns your mind has constructed from the past, patterns built on memories, memories that have been rewritten again and again over time. So what are you really responding to? The world as it is, or the version of the world your mind has constructed based on a past that may no longer be true? This is where the illusion deepens. Because memory doesn't just shape your past, it predicts your future. Your brain constantly uses what you remember to guess what will happen next, to protect you, to guide you, to keep you alive. But if the data it uses is distorted, then your predictions are distorted too. You think you are making rational choices, but many of those choices are based on memories that were never accurate to begin with. You trust people because of what you remember. You avoid things because of what you remember. You define yourself because of what you remember. But what if those memories are not truth, just interpretations that kept changing over time? Then your entire life becomes something else, not a direct experience of reality, but a continuous interaction between the present moment and a constantly rewritten past. You are not just living in reality, you are living inside a model of reality, a model built from memory. And here is the unsettling part. That model feels so convincing, so coherent, so natural that you never question it. You wake up each day believing you are the same person who lived yesterday because your memories tell you that story. They give you continuity, they give you identity, they give you a sense of self. But if those memories are shifting, then that self is shifting too. You are not a fixed identity moving through time. You are a process, a reconstruction, a story that updates itself moment by moment. And every time you remember something, you are not just recalling the past, you are deciding who you are without realizing it. So the real question is no longer, are my memories true? The real question is, if my memories are always changing, then what part of me, if any, stays the same? Is there something beyond memory something that doesn't rewrite itself, something that exists outside the story? Or are you entirely made of it? Because if memory is fiction, then your past is fiction. And if your past is fiction, then your identity is built on something that was never stable, and yet it feels real, always real. And maybe that is the final illusion. Not that memory is false, but that it convinces you it never was. If memory is fiction, then your past is not a fixed place you can return to. It is something that moves with you, something that changes as you change. Every time you remember, you are not opening a door to what was. You are building a new version of it, shaped by who you are now. And that means something deeper than just unreliable memories. It means the story of your life is not written once. It is rewritten continuously, quietly, invisibly. The person you believe you were exists only in the way you remember them, not as they truly were, but as your mind has reconstructed them over time. Your fears, your regrets, your proudest moments. They are not preserved truths, they are interpretations. Stories refined again and again until they feel undeniable. But feeling real is not the same as being true. And yet, you rely on these memories to define yourself, to decide who you are, what you believe, what you are capable of. You build an identity on something that is constantly shifting beneath you, and somehow it still feels stable. Maybe that's the strangest part. Not that memory changes, but that you never notice it changing. You wake up each day believing you are the same person who lived yesterday, because your memories tell you that story. They create continuity where none truly exists. They connect fragments into something that feels whole. But if those fragments are rewritten, then the you they create is rewritten too. So who are you, really? The one who lived those moments, or the one who remembers them? Because if memory is fiction, then you are not just a person moving through time. You are a story that keeps rewriting itself and calling it truth.